8 foods to avoid when you have a stomachache. A stomachache is a very common symptom that's usually caused by digestive issues due to microorganisms or other substances in your food. In other cases, it could be due to an inflammatory issue or imbalances in your nervous system, almost always a result of stress and anxiety. While it's not usually a serious complication, it can be a very uncomfortable problem because it's usually accompanied by gas, acidity, and other symptoms related to indigestion. In addition, stomach pain can be caused by food allergies that also trigger constipation and diarrhea. Because of this, you need to stay alert and avoid the foods that make it worse, while also taking remedies to relieve it. In today's article, we want to share the top 8 foods to avoid when you have a stomachache, so you'll be sure to cut them out of your diet. Find out what they are. Dairy products. However, they have also been classified as inflammatory agents, particularly for those who suffer from lactose intolerance. Lactose can take a long time to break down, and when this overloads your stomach it causes inflammation, pain, the other digestive discomfort. This is why it's a good idea to avoid dairy products when you're suffering from stomach pain, even though you can otherwise eat them. Fats. When you're having stomach pain, you should limit your consumption of fatty foods as much as possible, as they slow down your digestion. When they are absorbed by your intestines, they reduce your ability to control inflammatory processes, increasing the severity of pain or indigestion. Fried foods, ice cream, and meat all slow down digestive transit and lead to bouts of constipation and inflammation. Spices. Eating food that's too spicy can stimulate the production of stomach acids that lead to acid reflux and burning sensations. While it's fine to consume them in moderation, they should be completely avoided when you're having indigestion or any other digestive problem. Spicy foods. Just like spices, spicy foods can irritate the lining of your stomach and increase your production of stomach acids. They can weaken the sphincter that prevents acids from traveling into your esophagus, which causes acid reflux and heartburn. It's ideal to avoid spicy foods completely if you're having stomach pain and consume them in moderation, in general. Sugars and sweets. Affect your metabolic activity and interfere in the digestive process. Sugars feed harmful bacteria that alter the pH of your intestines. In addition to causing inflammation, this increases your risk of infection and disease. On the other hand, you should be aware the excessive consumption of sugary products slows down your body's absorption of other nutrients and can lead to becoming overweight or obese. Caffeine. Foods and beverages that contain caffeine can increase your tendency to suffer from acid reflux because they irritate the stomach and affect digestion. They slow down your intestinal activity, causing constipation, pain, and inflammation. Some sources of caffeine that you should avoid when you have a stomach ache include coffee, soda, black tea, dark chocolate, Irish cream, carbonated sodas, irritate the lining of your stomach and increase the production of gas. They contain chemicals like citric acid and sodium benzoate, which have been associated with inflammation and stomach disorders. In addition, they also contain large quantities of sugar, which affects the pH of your intestines and their microbial flora. Refined flour. Carbohydrates that contain refined flour slow down the digestive process, increase inflammation, and cause pain and feelings of heaviness. When you eat these foods while you have a stomach ache, it can worsen your symptoms and make them harder to treat. Instead, it's a better idea to eat whole grains, because their fiber content supports healthy digestion. Are you suffering from stomach pain? Keep the foods we mentioned today in mind and try to avoid them until you're completely better.